Hey everyone, it's Isabelle from Horsestravelvlogs. I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing a little chit chat with you guys today just to put you a little bit aware on what's happening right now. So, basically, for the people that didn't know, I am Isabelle. I am 23 years old. I own Appaloosa X4 Bread Gelding that's 12 years old. We do a lot of things together. We ride English, we ride Western, and we have been showing for the first year this summer. So please check the other videos if you don't know about us. But to resume, if you didn't know, I moved to Magog a year ago, and I changed jobs in May. So in May, I went for calling calling center agent for a company which I won't mention the name, but I can mention for who I'm working. I am working for Telecom, which is a calling center, and we work for a few clients exactly. So recently, the hours in that calling center has not been tremendous. Well, I'll say for a calling center, doing 37.5 hours is totally normal. It's like office hours. But we have been getting a little bit lower lately. I did get a little bonus recently, so I don't know really where I am right now with 35 hours. But there was a job offer on the mall billboard. So our office is now in the mall because we moved recently, the office, and there was a post on the billboard saying that someone was looking for a stable hand to work Monday to Fridays, 9 to 12. So I knew it wasn't really possible at that point, but I said, let's try, see, because really having another job would be very helpful to eventually put aside some money for next show season or anything that has to do with Jack. So I sent a text message, and the owner over there said, well, come come Wednesday, we'll talk, we'll see. And really, even if my hours were not that great with theirs, uh, they saw that I really wanted to do that, and really they had other people offering to help, and they said it's because no one was like you. You were exactly the person we were looking for. It's because the job does ask a lot. I mean, yes, I'll tell you, okay, I'm doing 2 stalls and I have 3 hours, okay? Sorry, 6 stalls and I have 2 hours. Some will say, well, you can do 6 stalls in an hour. No, 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 no. In that case, the morning I help in get out the horses, turn out the horses. We have to feed them at the same time, so I put the bulls in the pastures, and there's one pasture where I really have to wait for the horse, or they will steal each other's feed. Um, After, well, you have to know how to drive um, how do side by side, so a 4x4, because we put all the poop in that bucket. And I mean, most of the horses are half fingers and half draft horse, so it's not a normal small little horse that will. It's not that kind of horse that's like a normal horse. So and the stalls are really big for the horses. So I'll tell you, yes, it can take me about 15 minutes per stall, sometimes 20. But it has to be perfect. like really take off all the poop, take off all where the horse urinated, to be sure that the new shavings doesn't get soaked by it, um, and really broom well, because there's some horses that already had colics. So if we put their bowl in the corner of the stall because they don't have corner feeders, and they spill their food and their shavings, well, they eat a shaving, they could colic right away. So really, there's some precision in that job, and I do understand. And basically, also we have to do the hay nets and prepare the bale of hay for the afternoon feeding, and some water if needed. So basically, and what we conclude with them is that like right now my schedule couldn't make me do 3 hours. We would do 2 hours and a half. In about my 2 hours, I'm done my stall and brooming the aisle around maybe 11:10. So I have like 20 minutes to spare. So basically, they said, well, you should have time to at least do 2 hay nets and like prepare some bottles of water for the horses. And indeed, on Friday I can do all that. So in 3 hours. So we really see that if I can try to do my stalls under 2 hours and I have 30 minutes left, all the rest is gonna be able to do. The situation is a little bit tricky because, like I said, my job right now, my other job, we're at 35 hours, and the it can still go up at 42.5. I did speak with my other job that if it would happen, by the time springs arrived, I would have to change my schedule, and they said that maybe I had a possibility to start an hour after and finish an hour after, so that wasn't really a problem. And I do understand that they wanted someone like me because when you know more the people for who you're working, you see that well, actually, the lady for who I'm working is getting an operation in November. So I do understand that she's looking for someone that knows how to do without having always some help. So yes, I have been doing 2 jobs since maybe a month and a half now. It's true I didn't put some money yet aside, but don't worry, it's to come. Right now, I need the money. I need pretty much the money I'm gaining in both jobs right now. But it's that maybe in winter I'll be able to start to put some money aside, and the money aside will be used for next year's horse shows, some equipment. So I'm really looking for my own jumping saddle for Jack, because right now I'm using my leasers, and I really want my own saddle, which is comprehensible. I also maybe need a little upgrade in some show apparel, because first I just did that for the fun and I didn't know that he's had such a potential, so I'll have to equip myself a little. And I'm also looking into purchasing a small set of jumps, because we do have some jumping equipment, but it's not the best, like we're a Western barn, and having a few other jumps would really help into the training of doing some courses. So it's a little spoiler what I said just here for a video that will come out just after this one. So basically I have been doing 2 jobs, and where goes my time spent with Jack and all that? Well, don't worry, Jack is getting looked after by my leaser, even if she has her own horse. She will try to, if she's alone, she'll try to ride him at least a little 20 minutes, which is better than nothing. And most of the time, she brings some friends that ride occasionally, walk, trot. So that's just great for Jack. And recently, well, she brought one of my friends, and she just had a blast, and you'll see that in the next video. So really, I'm not really worried right now that Jack is not getting the exercise he needs. He's really doing well. His vet check is all cleared for the fall, and I think he will be having a good winter. So yes, and I still go. I still go on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm free. Sometimes on Sundays mornings if I want, and sometimes my job as a stable hand. Some days I don't work because they have an appointment or something, and they can't be here to help. So it makes sense. Um, so that was basically what I wanted to tell you. I know it's gonna be a little long, but I just wanted to put you up to date on what's happening. They might not be really some video. It may be just a voiceover or something that I'll put just with a picture, and I'll write in the title some news. Skip if you're not interested. Um, so yes, that's really what I wanted to speak about with you, and I hope you are all doing fine, and I'll see you really soon for a new video. So thank you very much and have a great day. Goodbye.